Hey everybody, RetroPie Guy here. Today I want to talk to you guys about this new idea that I had for the channel. And the new idea has been to do an update video every single week, and I'll call it the weekly update for the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel, where I basically come on every Sunday or Monday, depending on my availability, and give you guys a heads up on what to expect from the channel for the week. Right now, I don't do anything like that. I just kind of drop videos as I finish editing them, and you guys really don't know what's coming or what to expect on here. You just kind of stumble across stuff as it gets released. Some people get notifications here on YouTube when I put out new content, and the rest of you guys just kind of find it as you stumble across it on here. So this will kind of open up the line of communication between us a little bit, give you guys a heads up on what is coming for each week, and it'll also give you guys the ability to comment on the update video and let me know what you want to see more of, what you're excited about, and I can use that information to kind of custom tailor the content that I put out in the future here on the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel. So I think it'll be a lot of fun to do this, and I'll start off right now. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to put out this week so you guys know ahead of time what's coming. So I've been working on a bunch of projects lately. I actually took the last 2 weeks to kind of take a little breather and regain a little shred of my sanity, because I typically just kind of plug away at different videos and filming different stuff, and never really kind of come up for air, so to speak. So I took the last 2 weeks to kind of lay low a little bit, and I've been thinking of a lot of stuff to do. So I went from kind of being overwhelmed and not really knowing what I was going to put out next to now I have a list full of ideas, and I'm super excited about putting them together and releasing them in the next couple weeks. So what I've put together for this week is I did an Anbernic RG552 video going through RetroArch's setup on the Android side of things. I've done some videos on the Linux side of this Anbernic RG552, but not a whole lot on the Android side. So this video is going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to custom set up RetroArch for the Android side of the Anbernic RG552. It's not a short video, it's in-depth, it's pretty lengthy. I'm still finishing up the final edits on it, but I think it's around 45 minutes or so, give or take. So it's not a quick video. It's not going to be for everybody to go through and be entertained by or anything like that. It's going to be specific to the people that want to go in and use the Android side of the RG552 for retro gaming and emulation. So I have put together a card for the Android side. I kind of went back and forth as to whether I wanted to even tackle that project because of the complexity of the Android side of this handheld. It's not super easy to navigate. It's not plug and play like many other handhelds are with their operating systems and game collection cards, where you can just plug in a micro SD card into the micro SD card slot, power it on, and be able to jump into your games right away. This has a lot of settings, adjustments, and customizations that you need to take advantage of in order to really get the maximum level of performance out of this side of the RG552. So this video is going to walk through in depth exactly what you need to do to get RetroArch running on here and all the emulators that are found within RetroArch. So there's also independent emulators that you can use independent of RetroArch. For example, the Dolphin emulator for GameCube and Wii. Now, there's been some misconceptions as to whether you can play a lot of GameCube games on the RG552. A lot of people seem to think that you can. In my experience so far, which I still need to go in and I'm going to do some videos in the next couple weeks on the Dolphin emulator in GameCube for this device, but in my experience so far, you are extremely limited as to what GameCube games you can play on here. But I'm getting off topic. That's going to be probably what we talk about next Sunday, not this Sunday. But this RetroArch setup video is going to be in depth. It's going to be a big help, I think, to everybody out there that is looking to take more advantage of that Android side of the Anbernic RG552. So that'll probably be the first video of the week. I'm thinking probably Monday for that one. Just finalizing. It's actually loading right over here off camera. Just a couple more adjustments and edits on there, and that's ready to go. I'll upload it to YouTube and put it out probably Monday. What else? I've got the 4TB SSD tour for Batocera. I've been working on this Batocera build, which is a 4TB SSD, for about 6 months now. A few months back I did a 2TB version, which was great, but I was super limited as to what I could include on there. So the 4TB version has over 10,000 retro video games from a wide range of collections, including Nintendo Wii, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 1, Xbox, GameCube. What else is on there? N64 has a massive collection, arcade, all your classic Segas. Dreamcast has a large collection. So it's pretty much all of Sega Saturn's on there, which is a tough one to get working on a lot of emulation platforms. So it's intended to be used on a gaming PC. I use the HP Pavilion gaming PC. And I'm basically in this video just going to walk through the entire setup. So it'll be a lot of fun to kind of show that off to you guys, show you exactly what I've been working on the back burner here as I have time for like the last 6 months or so. So I'm hoping that is good to go for Tuesday. I just got to film an intro and ending to that one, and that's pretty straightforward with the edits. So probably Tuesday for that one. What else? I have a Nintendo Switch gameplay for NBA 2K22 coming out too. That'll probably be Wednesday, I'm guessing. And in that video, I'm using the Nixie controller that I just reviewed a couple days ago. So if you haven't seen that review video, definitely check it out. It was a lot of fun to jump in there, and it was a huge upgrade to my Nintendo Switch experience. I'm pretty new to Nintendo Switch. I definitely dragged my feet getting into that system, but I didn't like the stock Joy-Con controllers that came with it, so I ended up upgrading to this Nixie product, and I absolutely love it. Ever since upgrading, I've been diving into Nintendo Switch a whole lot more because it just improved the experience drastically for me. So definitely check that video out. It came out like 2 or 3 days ago. I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can click over to that if you're interested in Nintendo Switch controllers. It's a fabulous controller, super happy with it. So NBA 2K22 gameplay demo there. That'll be Wednesday or so. And what else do we have? I've got a video with Castro that we filmed, I think it was like 2 months ago now, and I never edited it. So I'm going to probably try to get in there and start editing that Monday or Tuesday. So end of the week, it'll be Castro and I, and it's NASCAR, the game, 2011 for PlayStation 3. So it'll be, I think, the first PlayStation 3 game that I dive into here on the channel. And that actually comes from the 4TB SSD build for Batocera that I was just talking about. So it'll be cool to put that out right after the tour video where I walk through that entire SSD setup. So working on a bunch of videos this week too that I hope to film for next week's releases. I'm not going to dive too much into that, but one of them, which I'm really excited about doing, is going to be a restoration video. I've never done any restoration videos, but I just recently picked up a couple of Nintendo DS Lite handheld consoles. They're all original. They're in absolute terrible condition, but they're functional. They power on, they work phenomenally well. They just look like absolute you-know-what. They've got stickers all over them. I've got a whole bunch of them. I got them super cheap, but they're a mess. So I'm going to go through and try to restore them. And my idea for the video actually is to take 2 of them. I'm going to try to pick out the 2 worst ones. I got a bunch of different colors, so I'll pick out 2 different colors, and I'm going to go through and try to fully restore it. So again, I don't have a huge history with restorations or anything like that, so I think it'll be fun to try to tackle that project. And as I figure it out and navigate my way through it, you guys will be right there with me to see what the process is like, and hopefully I'll be able to share some tips with you that work with, this whole experience. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm super excited for that because it's something new, something I haven't done on here 1,000 times, like the tutorial videos and review videos where, it can get a little bit repetitive. So I'm trying to spice it up, not only for you guys, but for myself. So I'm really excited about that video, but I have some more stuff that I want to do addressing different things with the Raspberry Pi products right now, because as we all know, we're all dealing with these massive shortages in the supply lines and chip shortages and all that stuff. So I'm going to talk about that stuff but I'm getting off topic. I'm getting ahead of myself. That's going to be all for the following week. So just a little preview as to what to expect beyond this week, but we're going to talk more about all of these other projects next Sunday when I put out the second episode here of the weekly update for the RetroPie Guy YouTube channel. That's going to do it for today, though. Hope you guys enjoyed the videos that are coming out this week. I'll see you guys next week for more on the RetroPie Guy weekly update. Thanks for watching.